Today on Newscenter 7, two officials from Luzerne County have learned the penalties for being involved in a corruption probe. Also, a standoff in the city of Elmira. We'll give you the details. That and more today on Wednesday, June the 8th, 2011. Welcome to Newscenter 7. I'm Zach Benedict. Two former Luzerne County officials caught in the federal corruption probe learned their punishment Wednesday in federal court. Former Luzerne County Court Administrator William Sharkey got prison time, and former Probation Administrator Sandra Brulo received probation. Both sentences were handed down Wednesday morning in Scranton Federal Court. The federal judge referred to both of the cases as all part of the culture of corruption in Luzerne County. Back in February of 2009, former Court Administrator Sharkey pleaded guilty to theft of government funds after stealing more than $70,000 of illegal gambling money seized in Luzerne County. In court Wednesday, Sharkey apologized to the people of Luzerne County and his family and was sentenced to 10 months in federal prison. He will also forfeit his $50,000 pension as part of the restitution. Next was the former Luzerne County Probation Administrator Sandra Brulo. She had admitted that altering a juvenile record that was part of a federal lawsuit for juveniles who claimed their civil rights were violated by former Judge Mark Ciavarella. She also pleaded guilty in 2009. Brulo received a sentence of 2 years probation with the first 2 months spent in home confinement. She also lost her county pension. Sharkey is scheduled to begin serving his prison sentence on August 1st. To New York, where Elmira police are breaking down an area on the city's east side, following a standoff that lasted 4 hours. Earlier yesterday afternoon, police urged neighbors and city residents to avoid an area between Elmira College and Davis Street. Elmira police and other authorities were involved in a standoff situation with a man at 657 Pearl Place. They were called to the scene around 2 p.m. Tuesday. As of 7 p.m. Tuesday, the Elmira Gazette reports the standoff ended peacefully. Police told Newscenter 7 this man was dangerous. He poured gasoline around the home and even lit the ground on fire. Police say this man begged police to kill him. A female was also at the address, but a SWAT team was able to successfully remove her. Elmira police originally went to the home to pick up someone wanted on parole. The neighborhood was eventually evacuated in that part of Chemung County. In Pennsylvania, where fire destroyed a home late Tuesday in Luzerne County, the blaze broke out around 11:30 p.m. at this place on Ziegler Road in Pittston Township. The men who lived there made it out safely, according to the fire chief. Several fire companies had to truck in water to reach the blaze near Avoca. One firefighter had to be treated after he was overcome by heat. Investigators are looking for the cause of that fire in Luzerne County. Back to New York, where we have something to tell you for all you sports fans. For the B-Sens fans out there listening, Game 6 of the Calder Cup Series finished last night at 10:30, with our Binghamton Senators coming out on top, defeating Houston. This is the first time in hockey history where the Binghamton Senators will be taking home the Calder Cup. The final score in that game was 3-2. To Pennsylvania, where nearly 2 million senior citizens live in this state, and many of them call our area home. And for those who call this area home, housing can sometimes be a problem. A nonprofit group in Schuylkill County is looking to do something about it. Crews were busy Tuesday at a community center and park. It's one of several projects run by the Bearfield Development Corporation, a nonprofit group. Bearfield CEO showed off a former dress factory which was sold to the company for $1. One day, the development center hopes to turn all this space into 11 solar panels to help heat and light the building. Shields said the need for good, safe senior housing is real. The development center is expecting to look for applicants for the housing sometime next year. We're 5 minutes into the show. Coming up next on Newscenter 7, some portions of Mary Street in Binghamton will be closed. We'll give you the details as to what you can expect. Then we have a special guest in the studio to talk about where they work in the new Business Insight segment. That and the Storm Center 7 forecast next, right here on Newscenter 7. Stay tuned for that. Welcome back to Newscenter 7. Time for a look at the first forecast. We're going to see a hot one today with temperatures up near 95 degrees, and it doesn't look like any relief in terms of rain doesn't look like it's going to be on our doorstep tomorrow afternoon and maybe even tomorrow morning. We have a steady weekend in terms of temperatures, but unsettled in terms of rain. Stay tuned, and I'll talk about that later in the full forecast. But first, we're going to take one last trip to New York, where the city of Binghamton asked neighbors around Mary Street to move their vehicles and take necessary precautions to move vehicles off the street by 6 this morning, between Richard Avenue to Morgan Road. Citizens were asked to make plans to have vehicles off Mary Street and driveways by 6 a.m. We're almost 6 minutes into the show. Coming up next on Newscenter 7, we have a special guest in the studio, to talk about where they work. Coming up next in the Business Insight segment. And we're going to look at the Storm Center 7 forecast. It's all next here on Newscenter 7. Stay tuned. Live Gibson Ridge radar. Only on Storm Center 7, the weather authority. Welcome back to Newscenter 7. I'm Zach Benedict. Today we're joined by Jeremy Perry from the Youth Advocate Programs of Susquehanna County, and he's here to talk about what he does in his job, so thanks for sitting down. Firstly, what's Youth Advocate Programs all about?
It's predominantly about helping children and adolescents, mainly who have behavioral problems, that we can further help. We also help kids on the autism spectrum and just teaching them social skills and other skills that they need for life.
What kind of obviously college sounds required. What's the minimum kind of degree that people can go in the field with, that can specifically go to Youth Advocate with?
Well, you just need a associate's degree if you're going to start out at one of our lower TSS positions or a secretarial position, but if you want to be working more in the field, then you need a bachelor's degree to be a TSS worker. If you want to work a little higher up, doing mobile therapy or behavior specialist work, then you need a master's degree.
There is no special schooling that's required. It's just basic college it's just basic psychology courses that's taken in college.
Well, you don't really need any specific focus when it comes to the bachelor's degree, but if you're going to maintain one of the mobile therapy or BSc positions, then you have to have some type of degree in counseling or psychology or social work or a related field.
Why should people contact Youth Advocate Programs?
Well, if the parents are needing more help with their kids, or they know that their kids are struggling with certain mental health issues like ADHD or depression or anger issues or trauma issues, or if they have a child who's on the autism spectrum and they just need a little bit more assistance.
All right, thanks so much. And for more of this Business Insight, you can go to our YouTube page under Playlists under Business Insight. Coming up next is Storm Center 7, right here on Newscenter 7. Stay tuned. Live Gibson Ridge radar, only on Storm Center 7, the weather authority. It's been a hot one for everyone out there today, certainly, and you know the humidity really isn't helping at all. Humidity values up of near 60 to 50%, so it is going to be a humid day today. We don't have the infrared satellite imagery up, but we can give you the current conditions here in Halstead. The temperature is very hot, 98 degrees. The dew point is 54, and the wind is out of the south-southwest at 2, so it's still a warm wind, but the breeze does help, but it's still a warm wind. It's not a northerly wind, which is why we're seeing such warmer air. And the pressure is 29.80 inches and falling. We want you guys to check out our website, nepaweatherwatch.wikispaces.com. We're going to put a link at the bottom of the video description. It gives you the latest weather synopsis, the 7-day forecast, some current temperatures from across the state of Pennsylvania, National Weather Service news from Binghamton, a live webcam from the National Weather Service of Binghamton, and even a Skywarn training schedule for people who want to get Skywarn trained. And there's even meteorologist interviews back from even November 30th when we had a big rainstorm, and even the possibility of rain freezing over on the waters. For the over the roads, excuse me. Looking at the GFS forecast model here, what we're seeing is we have a low pressure system, a high pressure system stationed over. The low pressure system is moving through the Midwest. That'll kick on out of here, bring us some rain. And then we have another low pressure system that'll kind of sit and spin for a little bit, bring us some rain. That'll move through. And then another low pressure system will do the same thing. And it looks like there may even be something developing in the tropics in the Gulf of Mexico. So putting this all together in a forecast for tonight, the words say it all. It's going to be clear and muggy, so we're not going to get much humidity relief, guys. It's going to be still muggy tonight. Lows are going to be 62 to 68 degrees. For the sleep condition index, it's an average number. It's a 5. Average conditions, guys. You might need your fans, you might need your AC, depending on what suits your fancy. I can't tell you what to do specifically, but I'm just giving you my recommendation. For tomorrow, the words say it all. Hot, but a late day thunderstorm, though. It's going to be hotter than today, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be hotter than today, 92 to 98 degrees. And looking at the 7-day forecast, Thursday and Friday, we start off with some thunderstorms. Saturday and Sunday look to be unsettled, but balancing out the temperatures, though. We're going to go from almost 98 on Thursday. That shouldn't be a 3, that should be an 8. Then 85 on Friday, then 75 and 78 on Sunday. And then to the 80s with some sunshine on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be right back with the conclusion of Newscenter at 7. And getting one last check of the forecast. Again, we are seeing some showers and thunderstorms moving in tomorrow for the weekend. And for the weekend, it's going to be rainy, 75 to 78 degrees for the highs and then clearing out Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, guys, we've had a great show today. We've had the Business Insight segment, and again, we want to thank Jeremy for taking time out of his day to sit down and talk with us about what he does. So again, there will be more of those segments to come, and again, we're introducing a lot of new segments coming up in the next couple of months. So you want to stay tuned for that. That's just about all the time we have for Newscenter 7. For everyone in the southern tier of New York and northeastern Pennsylvania, I'm Zach Benedict. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.